Representative Alan West had been fighting vigorously for a recount in his race that was seemingly ended 2 weeks ago. Patrick Murphy beat him by like 0.56% of the vote, something like that. Alan West firmly believed that there had been some sort of malfeasance or voter fraud, but finally, after all this time, he is conceding. Let's go to the video of him giving that concession.
We're not going to go forth and contest the certified results that St. Lucie County sent up, even though they sent up the results based upon about a week ago Sunday and not the final recount. So we're going to move ahead, and we wish Congressman Murphy-elect very well. But I think that now is not the time to try to draw a process out. We brought up some incredible voting irregularities, not just in St. Lucie County, but also some that we found in Palm Beach County. But now is not the time for the people down here in Congressional District 18 to be left in a lurch.
So he already started it there. We're going to go to one more video and look at the way he spins even his concession. So listen to video 17.
You get that recount. It was 0.58. Yeah. Do you believe if we were recounted that you would have come out on top?
And we did not think that we'd be able to get that 0.08%. And so therefore we're not going to continue on to challenge this or contest it. Even though St. Lucie County did say there were irregularities in the final results that they sent, we're going to let that go.
So he's going to concede, but he's going to be kind of a dick about it. Now, to be fair, let's have someone speak up for Alan West. So before the show, you were saying it is pretty close, 0.58.
I feel so dirty that you intro that by saying, let's have someone stick up for Alan West.
Well,
I'm not sticking up for him by any means. He's a Tea Party, darling or whatever you want to call it. And he is, in terms of his social policy, his fiscal policy, basically all around, he's despicable. I don't agree with anything. So those are the caveats. But let me just say that, look, he did get beat by a very narrow margin, very narrow. So, and there were, St. Lucie County did state that there were some irregularities, so he's not wrong about that, right? So to ask for a bit of an investigation into what happened and see whether or not there was enough of an issue where he would have come up on top, I don't think that it's
or at least gotten to the point where there's an automatic recount of all
right, exactly. I don't think that that's unreasonable, right? But I guess
we don't like him.
I don't like exactly. So that's kind of the catch-22. But I want to be honest, right? I know that if I were in his position, I'd be like, maybe that there's a recount, a possible recount in the situation, and I should push for that. So I'm not uncomfortable with him pushing for that. That's all I have to say.
Understood. I'm sorry, John.
No. Go there.
If you were in his position, I understood. But the thing is, it's easier to give someone a recount, or at least take their word for it, or at least consider what they have to say if they're not an asshole the entire time that they're in their term. So at least when they come in and say, oh, what are you talking about? They've been saying it the whole time. They've been a rabble rouser. They've been offensive to other people and just really disrespectful to anybody he comes across. So whenever you have a bad guy, you're already like, man, fuck this bad guy. I'm glad you lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, results shouldn't be biased like that. But that's why, we know where I'm coming from with Alan West. on issues like that. And also in the middle of his at the end of what he was saying, he did mention, and I cut this little piece out, he did mention that they had people of their side really investigate it, and they said it seemed we weren't going to win. It was very close, but it seemed we weren't going to win. We looked into ourselves, because if he really believed that it was that close and those irregularities would change it, there's no way he would be giving up. No, inconceivable he'd be giving up. And it makes sense not to, but they looked looked into it themselves, and that's when they're like, looks like it's going to not make a difference. Because those, they could have, but it didn't.
Right. And let me just state that I agree with you when it comes to Alan West being a douchebag. I know that that's the reason why a lot of people brushed him off and were just like, God, when will this guy concede and just go away? I totally agree with that notion. But I think it would be unfair of me to say that if I were in his situation, that I would do it differently. I think I would do the same thing. So
I agree. Look, I joke about not liking him, but if you're...
You don't joke about not liking him. You don't like him.
No. I'm joking when I say that I don't like him, although it's serious. I don't know. Look, if I had lost an election by 0.58, I'd want it recounted too. So I certainly don't begrudge him that. But like Jayar said, it's easier to do that when you're not acting like an asshole and basically saying that your opponent cheated or stole the election or something like that. So for that reason, I didn't like the way that he did it, and so it's fun to kick him a little bit.
Didn't he refer to himself as like the modern day Harriet Tubman?
That sounds about right.
The modern day Harriet Tubman. Every black Democratic leader is is the overseer of other slaves on a plantation. Black folks in this country are getting duped by Democrats, putting them on their plantation. I mean, the language and the illustrations he used were completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense.
So, Alan West, we got him? Or maybe we didn't, actually, because he has one more statement that means that he's probably going to stay in the news. Let's go to video 16.
How tough is this decision for you?
Well, it's not so much of a tough decision because one of the things I've always felt is, I've been serving this country my entire adult life, and leaders don't need a title in order to continue to lead and also to be a voice. And so I will continue to be a citizen servant of this great nation and do the things to help restore this constitutional republic. But this is not about me. And I think that we uncovered a lot of things that now the people can continue to pursue as well.
All right, so he's going to be a lobbyist?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No. He's going to be like Sarah Palin. He's going to lose the election, but still be on Fox News every single day. And so
Right.
because look, they still need someone to talk shit about African Americans across the country.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
He's going to make a lot of money now off of that.